Ted Bundy.
Today we're looking into Theodore Robert Bundy.
Born November 24th, 1946.
Ted, from the start, showed some disturbing signs, as at 3 years old, he was caught stood over his sister's bed, holding a butcher's knife and smiling.
Good start, Ted.
Ted was raised by his mother, and his father was unknown.
And unknown to his father, the one sperm that made that epic journey that we always hear about was contaminated with the devil.
Swiftly moving on, Bundy's mother started out in Vermont, and then they moved around a bit, firstly to Philadelphia and later to Tacoma, Washington.
Bundy through the early school years was socially awkward and struggled to make friends.
But there are accounts from classmates at Woodrow High School that Bundy was well known and well liked.
Yeah, well known for walking around with mirrors on his shoes, looking up people's skirts.
During his university years, Bundy studied psychology and took a job on a suicide hotline.
Of course he did.
In 1972, Ted joined Governor Daniel J. Evans' re-election campaign for Washington State Republican Party.
1973 now, and Bundy decides to learn the law, so he joins the UPS Law School.
There is no consensus on when Bundy started his killing spree for definite.
But people started to go missing. A lot of people.
Now a quick message from Chaos.
Graphic content, and it's not exactly warm and fluffy.
We're unclear on dates, as Ted's accounts have varied from time to time.
Yeah, but in all fairness to old Teddy boy, he was so bloody active. If you ask me what I did at 7:30 on a Wednesday 20 years ago, I'm sure my accounts would vary too.
What we know for definite is that Bundy's earliest documented kill was in 1974 when he was 27 years old.
Old Bundy bludgeoned a local dancer after sneaking into her apartment, penetrating her with a metal rod from her bed frame. This was not his first kill, but this was the old derv, if you like.
She did survive, but she spent 10 days in a coma and has lifelong injuries.
Bundy then breaks in to a basement flat.
He beats this woman to a pulp and then he dresses her up and carries her off.
The first half of 1974, the female students would disappear quicker than a blonde English girl on a Portuguese resort.
Ted's MO was driving around in his Volkswagen Beetle wearing either a cast or a sling and preying on the helpfulness of young women.
Ted was so sick in the head, he would get two women, make one of them watch as he killed the other one.
Unfortunately, Ted Bundy is the type of case you would have to look into further, as we are limited to what we can say.
Good call, JJ, as I was about to go in on old Bundy. But I agree, even with a rundown, people would be shocked, because the films and certain documentaries don't tell it all. So here goes.
Charismatic.
I'll smash your fucking head in!
Charming. Polite.
Necrophilia!
Helpful.
Yeah, jump in the hole I just dug for you.
Ted caused havoc everywhere he went, from California to Florida.
He would get arrested, but being the smart man he was, with a very high IQ, he would just escape.
Ted was like a travelling salesman.
Of death.
All of Ted's convictions are as follows.
First degree murder, times 3.
Attempted first degree murder, times 3.
Aggravated kidnap.
Burglary.
Strange list considering there's 20 confirmed kills, plus 30 confessed, and many believe many more.
Ted Bundy got given 2 death sentences, one in 1979 and one in 1980.
Cause of death, execution by electrocution.
Ted's dead.
Died January 24th, 1989, aged 42.